Today we are going to see about Java applets. Java applets can be used to provide interactive features to web applications. It can be executed from the browsers. Java applets are small portable programs which are embedded into the HTML programs. It can run automatically when the pages are viewed. Types of applets. There are two types of applet. One is local and another one is remote. Local applets are stored on our own computer system. Remote applets are stored on a remote computer. Hierarchy of applets. Java applet is the base class and applet is derived from the JApplet class. Panel is derived from the applet class. Container, component and object are all proceeds from the JApplet class. Difference between Java application and applet. Java applications can be executed independently without using the web browser. Applets can be included within the HTML document and also it requires a Java enabled web browser for execution. Applications requires a main function for its execution, but applet does not require main function. Applications can access all kinds of resources available on the system. Applets can access only resources that are browser specific. They don't have access to the local system. It can execute the program from the local system. Applets cannot execute programs from the local machine. An application program is needed to perform some task directly for the user. According to the need, the application program will be designed. But an applet program is a part of application program. It does some small tasks that are part of the application program. Life cycle of an applet. Totally, there are 4 methods that are used to complete the life cycle of an applet, and totally there are 4 stages in the applet's life cycle. The methods are init, start, stop and destroy. Once an init method is called, it gets into the born stage. From the born stage, it gets into the running stage when the start method is called. From running stage to the ideal stage, once stop method is called, it is gets into the ideal stage. From the ideal stage, there are 2 possibilities. Either it gets into the running stage or goes into the destroy stage. To enter it into the running stage, it has to call start method again, and if it wants to destroy the applet, it calls the destroy method, and hence the life cycle of an applet ends. The method execution sequence when an applet is executed is: first the code in the init method will be executed, and then start method will be executed, and paint method will be executed. To close the applet, first the stop method will be executed and the destroy method is executed later. To depreciate the life cycle of the applet, a simple program have been explained here. First, the init method will be executed. If you see the class myApplet, it extends the applet class. So the execution starts from the init method. So applet initialized, when you see the output, applet initialized is the first output statement. And then the start method will be executed. Inside the start method, we want to print applet execution started. And after the start method, it goes into the paint method. So there painting, the statement painting have been printed. To stop the execution of the applet, first it calls the stop method. There applet execution stopped statement has been printed, and then applet destroyed statement is printed in the destroy method. Attributes of applet tag. Once the code have been created, to execute the applet program, we need an applet coding. The tag consists of various attributes such as code base, width, height, name, horizontal space, vertical space, and align. The horizontal space, vertical space, and alignment are used to specify the size of the applet's display area, and the name indicates the name of the applet, which is helpful for viewing. And height and width also specifies the applet display area. Code helps to identify the applet class. In the previous program, we have written the applet class as my applet. So we have given in the coding part, we have given applet code equal to my applet. So my applet is the class name. Code base is the where it have to execute. It have to be executed in the www.abc.com under the applets folder. The height width specifies the size of the applet display area, and the name is the alias name, and the horizontal space and vertical space also displays the display area. Running an applet. An applet can be executed in two ways, either the applet viewer command line tool or using a browser. And if we use the applet viewer tool, the syntax is applet viewer file name. For example, applet viewer is the keyword and myapplet.java is our file name. The class name and the file name will be the same in the Java programming. So our class name is myapplet. Hence the file name will also be myapplet. So if you see this program, it helps to draw different shapes in the applet window. So our class name is shapes. It extends the applet class. We are going to draw different shapes. So we have to create object for the graphics package. So inside the public void paint, we have created G as the object name for the graphics class. Using the G object, we are calling various functions that are available in the graphics class. The functions available in the graphics class, what we have used here are set font, draw string, draw line, draw rect, fill oval, fill arc, round rect, fill round rect, etc. So once we have created the shapes class, means we have to use this shapes inside the applet code. So the last three lines indicates the applet code. We can embed the applet code inside our Java program itself. If we are inserting the code inside the Java program, means we have to insert it as a command line. So slash asterisk indicates the multi-line command. Applet code equal to shapes. Shapes is the class name, and width and height specifies the display area. So once if you want to execute this entire program, you have to use the command line. After getting into the command line prompt, you have to use the Java C command to compile the program. So Java C, our file name will be shapes.java, and the program will be compiled, and to view the output, instead of Java command, to view the output of the applet, we have to use the applet viewer command. So applet viewer, our file name is shapes.java. So once if you give an applet viewer shapes.java, the output of the applet will be visible. So the different shapes are seen in this image. Now we are going to see what are the advantages of an applet and the drawbacks of an applet. If you see the advantages, it works as a client side, so less response time is needed, and it is very secure. It can be executed by browsers running under many platforms. such as Linux, Windows, Mac OS, etc. But all those platforms should support the Java enabled content. And the main drawback and one and only drawback of the applet is a plugin is required at the client browser to execute the applet. Pass parameters to the applets. To pass values, param tag can be used. The param tag is a subtag of the applet tag. It contains two attributes. One is the name and another one is the value. Name is used to specify the name of the parameter what we are going to pass, and the value indicates the respective value. If you see the example, param is the keyword and name is also the keyword. For the name, we have given the value as the name itself, and value is Ramesh, and the next parameter is age, and the value for the age is 25. The getParameter method of the applet class can be used to retrieve the parameters passed from the HTML page. The syntax of getParameter is string equal to getParameter of string param name. So whatever parameters we have passed, to retrieve the values, we have to use the getParameter method. Once if we see the example program means, we will get a better idea. So we will see the example which uses the param tag. So my applet is my class name, and inside the my applet I have used init method. Inside the init method I am retrieving the parameter. So generally an applet will be executed from the applet code part only. Once if you call the applet means the first coding to be executed will be the applet code. So my applet is the class name I have specified. So it comes under the my applet class. Inside the my applet class, init method will be executed first. So in the init method, I have used the get parameter. The parameter value is specified in the applet code. I have given name and Ramesh. It will be assigned to the name and N, and age will be assigned to the A. Using the paint method, I have displayed the N and A. So G dot draw string of name is inside the quotes. Whatever we have given, it will be displayed as such, and the value name is assigned in the N, so it will be displayed, and the age is assigned in A, so age will be displayed. The output is shown in the applet viewer. So the final output is name is Ramesh, age is 25. So it is in by paint method shows the thing. Thank you.